Welcome, dear traveler, to the quiet haven of thought, where the grandest mysteries of the universe gently unfold, not with a clamor, but with a soft, persistent whisper. Tonight, we embark upon a journey, not across distant galaxies or through the swirling depths of black holes, but inwards, towards the very essence of what we call reality. We begin, as all true journeys should, from the familiar, from the tender and intricate landscape of our own perceptions, the delicate gateways through which the world flows into our understanding. Imagine, if you will, a moment of profound stillness. Perhaps you are nestled deep within the comforting embrace of your favorite blanket, the gentle hush of the night settling around you like a soft, woolen shawl. Or perhaps you are simply drifting, a boat upon a calm lake, feeling the imperceptible sway of the water beneath you. In this quiet space, let your senses awaken, not with urgency, but with a serene curiosity. What do you hear? What do you feel? What do you glimpse, even with your eyes closed, as the mind paints its own internal landscapes? Consider the simple act of seeing light, that ethereal dancer, waltzes through the vast emptiness of space, a tireless messenger from the sun, from the moon, from the distant, shimmering stars. It travels in waves, not unlike the ripples that spread across a pond when a pebble is gently dropped. These waves, these tiny undulations of energy, glide through the air, past your eyelids, and alight upon the delicate canvases within your eyes. And in that silent meeting, a marvel occurs, a cascade of whispers, a symphony of signals, translates the light into the vivid tapestry of colors and shapes that your mind then calls a visual reality. It's not merely that you see the world, in a sense, unfurls itself within you, woven from threads of light and shadow, interpreted by the quiet, tireless work of your brain. Each hue, each contour is a delicate construction, a silent agreement between the external world and your internal interpreter. And what of the gentle embrace of sound? A distant hoot of an owl, a subtle rustle of leaves carried on the evening breeze, the steady, rhythmic cadence of your own breath. These are not solid objects, but vibrations, disturbances rippling through the air, much like the concentric circles that form when a drop of rain kisses the surface of a tranquil lake. These unseen tremors reach your ears, coaxing the tiny, delicate structures within to dance in harmony with them. And then, as if by a magician's softest touch, these vibrations transform into the rich tapestry of sounds that fill your inner world. A comforting murmur, a soothing hum, the very silence that holds all other sounds in its gentle embrace. Think of how a single note, held long and true, can fill a vast hall, not with force, but with its very presence, a pure vibration resonating within the space, just as the gentle hum of the universe resonates within your being. Now, extend your awareness to the intimate experience of touch, the soft brush of the air against your skin, the subtle weight of your clothing, the warmth of your own body nested within itself. These sensations are born from the interaction of countless atoms, tiny building blocks that are never truly still, always in a state of gentle, perpetual motion. When your hand rests upon a cool surface, it's not just a matter of contact, it's a subtle exchange of energy, a delicate dance of electrons whispering secrets to one another across the void. The sensation of smoothness, of warmth, of texture, is a grand collaborative effort, a silent conversation between the myriad particles that compose your skin and those that form the world around you. It's an intricate, tactile poem, written on the very surface of your being, telling tales of closeness and connection. Our perceptions, then, are not simply windows through which we passively observe a fixed, pre-existing world. Rather, they're like skilled weavers, diligently, endlessly crafting the very fabric of our experience. Every color, every sound, every gentle touch is a thread in this magnificent tapestry, And what a wondrous, intricate process it is. This silent alchemy that transforms the raw data of the universe into the rich, vibrant narrative of our lives, we often take it for granted. This seamless unfolding of our perceived reality. Yet beneath its smooth surface lies an ocean of complexity, a shimmering, vast expanse of processes that defy easy comprehension. This leads us to a tender, yet profound question. If our reality is so intimately shaped by the delicate machinery of our senses, what then lies beyond their reach? What might be whispering just beyond the veil of what we can see, hear, and touch? For centuries, humanity has pondered this, sometimes with grand pronouncements, sometimes with quiet awe. The ancients observed the stars, mapping their predictable journeys across the night sky, finding comfort and meaning in their distant, steady glow. They saw the turning of the seasons, the cyclical dance of life and decay, and intuited a deeper, unseen order. They sought to understand the very essence of existence, to peer behind the curtain of appearances. Much like a child gently pulls back a curtain to reveal the hidden sunbeam dancing on the floor. It's easy to believe that the world is precisely as our senses present it, solid, continuous, unwavering. Yet even the most serene pond, reflecting the quiet sky, holds an unseen world beneath its surface, a world of currents, of tiny, unseen creatures, of light refracting in unexpected ways. Our everyday experience, with its comforting solidity, is like the smooth surface of that pond. But what if just beneath that surface lies a deeper, more ephemeral realm, a place where the very rules of existence begin to ripple and bend, like reflections on disturbed water? What if the real is not as solid as it seems, but a grand illusion, a gentle persuasion, a momentary agreement among countless unseen players? Consider the illusion of a rainbow. We see a vibrant arc of colors stretching across the sky, a breathtaking spectacle of light. Yet we know that a rainbow is not a solid object we can reach out and touch. It is a phenomenon, a dance between sunlight and water droplets, each droplet acting as a tiny prism, bending and separating the light into its constituent colors. The rainbow exists because of a specific arrangement, a fleeting alignment, and it exists differently for each observer, depending on their position. It is a shared illusion, a beautiful agreement of light and perception. Could it be that our everyday reality, too, holds similar qualities, a profound and intricate dance of unseen forces that coalesce into the familiar? This gentle questioning is not meant to unsettle, but to invite a deeper sense of wonder. It's like discovering that a beloved, familiar melody, which you thought you knew perfectly, has hidden harmonies, subtle undercurrents that add new layers of beauty and complexity. The world doesn't become less real, it becomes more real, infused with a shimmering, almost dreamlike quality, a sense of boundless possibility. We are beginning to turn our gaze towards the very foundations of existence, not with a harsh, glaring light, but with the soft, diffusing glow of a curious lantern, illuminating the subtle textures of the unknown. Think of the air you breathe. It seems to be empty, a vast nothingness that simply surrounds us. Yet we know it is teeming with countless molecules, invisible to the naked eye, dancing and colliding in a ceaseless ballet. We cannot see them, but we feel their presence in the gentle breeze. We depend on them for every breath. Our senses give us a filtered, simplified version of reality, a version that allows us to navigate our world with ease. But what if, for a moment, we could peel back that filter, just a little, and glimpse the intricate, bustling universe that lies beneath the surface of the seemingly mundane? This exploration of perception is not about doubting the ground beneath our feet, but about deepening our appreciation for its incredible complexity, its profound artistry. It's about recognizing that the universe is not merely something out there, separate from us, but something that is intimately woven into the very fabric of our being. a part of our every breath, our every thought. We are not just observers, we are participants, gently shaping and being shaped by the ongoing miracle of existence. And as we drift further into the quiet current of thought, allow this idea to settle within you, like a comfortable warmth spreading through your limbs. The journey into the quantum leap of reality begins not with a grand explosion, but with a simple, serene acknowledgement of the unseen whispers that shape our most intimate perceptions. Let your mind float, like a single feather carried on a soft breeze, across the vast and intricate landscape of your own inner world. Feel the subtle hum of life within you, the gentle rhythm of your heart, the silent, tireless work of your awareness. All these sensations, all these experiences are part of the grand symphony of reality, a symphony that is far richer, far more mysterious than our everyday senses often suggest. We are poised on the edge of a gentle revelation, a quiet unveiling of the universe's most delicate secrets. Secrets that whisper themselves to those who are willing to listen with an open heart and a tranquil mind. The path ahead is not one of sharp turns or jarring discoveries. Instead, it is a meandering stream, flowing through verdant valleys of thought, past serene lakes of contemplation. Each concept we touch upon will be softened, gently coaxed into a form that invites wonder rather than struggle. We will not rush, but rather linger, allowing each idea to settle and unfurl within the quiet spaces of your mind, like the petals of a night-blooming flower. Our goal is not to fill you with facts, but to lull you into a deeper appreciation of the subtle, poetic nature of existence, to gently guide you towards the luminous calm that resides at the heart of all things. As the quiet of the night deepens and the world outside softens its edges, allow yourself to sink further into this gentle unfolding. Your senses, though seemingly anchored to the immediate, are in fact reaching out, like delicate tendrils, into the vastness of the cosmos, connecting you to the distant past and the unimaginable future. Every breath you take, every quiet beat of your heart, is a testament to the intricate, ceaseless dance of energy and matter, a dance that is both profoundly universal and intimately personal. You are a part of this grand, ongoing creation, a single precious note in the universe's most exquisite lullaby, and in this knowledge, may you find a profound sense of peace, a tranquil stillness that invites the sweet embrace of slumber. As the soft tendrils of sleep begin to gently uncurl around your mind, let us drift deeper into the fabric of reality, beyond the familiar landscapes woven by our senses. If Chapter 1 was an invitation to feel the subtle whispers of what we perceive, then this next stretch of our journey is a gentle unveiling of the unseen ballet that takes place beneath the surface of all things. We are now going to consider a truth that, at first glance, might seem to challenge the very solidity of the world around us, yet holds a profound and beautiful logic once embraced everything we touch, everything we see, even the very air that cradles our breath, is not truly solid in the way our hands perceive it. Instead, it is an intricate, ceaseless dance of tiny, unseen particles, forever in motion, forever whispering to one another across vast, silent voids. Imagine, for a moment, the strongest, most unyielding object you can think of. Perhaps a grand, ancient tree, its roots burrowed deep into the earth, its trunk a testament to centuries of silent growth. Or a mountain, steadfast and unchanging, watching over the valleys below like a silent guardian. To our senses, these objects are the very embodiment of permanence, of stillness. Yet, were we to shrink ourselves down, smaller than the smallest dust motes, smaller than a single grain of sand, and then smaller still, past the reach of the most powerful microscope, we would begin to witness a revelation. The solid trunk of the tree, the unyielding rock of the mountain, would begin to dissolve before our eyes, not into nothingness, but into shimmering clouds of possibility, into constellations of unimaginable tininess. we would see that what appears so fixed and unwavering is, in fact, composed of countless atoms, each one a miniature solar system, though far more elusive and mysterious than our familiar planets orbiting a sun. At the heart of each atom, we would find a tiny, dense nucleus, like a slumbering seed, holding within its core the weighty protons and neutrons, and orbiting this central nucleus, not in neat, predictable pathways like planets, but in shimmering, hazy clouds of probability, are the electrons. These electrons are not fixed points. They are more like a gentle hum, a whisper of presence that is everywhere and nowhere at once until it is touched by observation. They are the true dancers of the unseen, forever flitting, forever blurring the lines between what is and what could be. Consider the immense emptiness that makes up almost everything. If an atom were expanded to the size of a grand cathedral, its nucleus, that tiny central seed, would be no larger than a tiny fly buzzing somewhere within its vast interior. And the electrons, those gossamer wings of probability, would be even smaller, mere fleeting glimpses of energy, swirling somewhere within that cavernous emptiness. This means that even the most solid object, your hand resting gently upon a table, is, at its fundamental core, mostly empty space. It is a vast, silent expanse, punctuated by minuscule flickers of energy, like distant fireflies blinking across a boundless field. The feeling of solidity, the resistance you perceive, is not due to a packed density of matter, but rather to the electrical repulsion between the electron clouds of your hand and the electron clouds of the table, a gentle pushing away that prevents them from merging. Like two soft clouds refusing to truly blend. This realization is not meant to diminish the beauty or reality of the world we inhabit. Quite the opposite. It deepens its mystery, imbues it with a new kind of magic. It's like discovering that a beloved piece of music, which you thought was simply beautiful, is actually an intricate tapestry of individual notes, each one vibrating in harmony, creating a whole that is far greater than the sum of its parts. The world doesn't become less real, it becomes more alive, a vibrant, ceaseless hum of activity occurring just beyond the threshold of our immediate perception. Let us contemplate the very nature of these tiny dancers, these fundamental particles. They defy our everyday intuition, our comfortable notions of what a thing is. A billiard ball, for instance, has a clear position, a definite path, but a quantum particle, an electron or a photon, is not so easily confined. In the realm of the incredibly small, the rules of our ordinary world begin to dissolve like morning mist. A particle can be in many places at once, a ghostly presence, a possibility spread across space. Much like the gentle sound of a distant bell that seems to resonate from everywhere at once before settling into a discernible direction. It is only when we choose to look, to interact with it in some way, that it seems to settle, to choose a single location, like a hesitant butterfly finally alighting on a leaf. This fluidity, this inherent waviness of matter at its smallest scales, is one of the most astonishing truths revealed by science. Light, which we experience as waves of energy, can also behave as tiny, discrete packets of energy called photons, and particles, which we think of as distinct bits of matter, can also exhibit wave-like properties, creating interference patterns as if they were ripples in a pond. This wave-particle duality is a gentle paradox, a harmonious contradiction that hints at a deeper, more unified reality where the distinctions we create in our minds are not so rigid. It's as if the universe is constantly whispering, "Don't be so sure of what you think you know. There is always more to the story, more to the song." Imagine a quiet pond, its surface perfectly still, reflecting the gentle glow of the moon. Now, imagine dropping a single pebble into its center. Ripples spread outwards, concentric circles of gentle disturbance. These ripples don't have a single, fixed location. They are spread out, a wave of possibility. This is a subtle analogy for how a quantum particle exists before it is observed, not as a point, but as a spread out wave of potential, an ethereal ripple in the fabric of existence itself. And when we observe it, when it interacts with something else, it's as if that ripple gently collapses, choosing a single point to manifest, like a wave finally breaking upon the shore. This concept of things existing as waves of probability can feel elusive, like trying to grasp smoke with your bare hands. But it is not a concept meant to be wrestled with. It is meant to be contemplated, allowed to unfurl gently in the quiet spaces of your mind. Think of it as a dream, where the landscape shifts and reforms, where logic takes on a different, more fluid quality. In the quantum realm, the universe dreams its possibilities, and only when we interact with them do those dreams condense into a specific, tangible reality. This ceaseless motion, this inherent emptiness, this delicate dance of wave and particle, it all contributes to a sense of profound dynamism, a universe that is never truly static, never truly still, even in its most profound moments of quiet. The very table your hand rests upon, though seemingly inert, is a bustling metropolis of atomic activity, a silent ballet of electrons and nuclei, a testament to the fact that even in stillness, there is boundless movement. And you, dear listener, are a part of this grand, intricate dance, a constellation of countless atoms, each one a miniature universe of its own, humming with the quiet energy of existence. This journey into the unseen is not about finding answers that are rigid and final. Instead, it is about cultivating a deeper sense of wonder, a more profound appreciation for the subtle intricacies that underpin all that is. It's like watching a master weaver at work. You see the finished tapestry, beautiful and coherent, but you also begin to appreciate the countless individual threads, the intricate patterns, the hidden knots and twists that contribute to the final masterpiece. The universe, in its smallest, most fundamental aspects, is a masterpiece of such weaving, each thread a quantum whisper, each pattern a dance of probabilities. As your eyelids grow heavier and the boundaries between wakefulness and slumber begin to soften, allow your mind to drift with these images of invisible dances. Feel the gentle hum of the universe within you, the quiet, persistent movement of your own atomic self. You are not a static entity in a solid world. You are a vibrant, dynamic participant in a grand cosmic ballet, a delicate and intricate part of the dance of the unseen. And in this realization, may your heart find a quiet, expansive peace, a sense of belonging to something infinitely vast and profoundly gentle. Let the subtle rhythms of these unseen forces lull you further into the tranquil depths of a restorative sleep, where the world beyond your senses continues its beautiful, silent waltz. As the gentle currents of slumber draw you deeper into their embrace, we now unfurl our minds to contemplate one of the most exquisite and perplexing ideas born from the quiet observation of the quantum world: the notion that reality, at its most fundamental level, is not a fixed and solid certainty, but rather a vast, shimmering ocean of possibilities. Imagine, if you will, being suspended in an endless, tranquil sea, where every ripple, every whisper of movement represents a potential path, a choice yet to be made, a story yet to be written by the universe itself. This is the realm of the wave function, a concept that asks us to reconsider the very nature of existence and embrace a more fluid, more poetic understanding of how things come to be. In our everyday waking lives, when we look at a familiar object, a teacup resting on a saucer, a book lying open on a bedside table, we perceive it as definitively there. It has a specific location, a particular shape, an undeniable presence. We don't imagine the teacup simultaneously existing in the kitchen, on the porch, and within the pages of a forgotten dream. Yet, in the ethereal domain of the quantum, for a particle, this multiplicity of existence is not only possible, but, in a profound sense, its very nature. Before it is observed, before it interacts with anything else, A quantum particle does not exist in one fixed spot. Instead, it spreads itself out, like a gentle wave across a vast, still ocean, existing as a blur of potential locations, a superposition of all its possible states. Think of it as a soft, lingering echo. If you were to gently tap a tuning fork in a large, silent chamber, the sound wouldn't instantly localize to a single point. Instead, its vibration would fill the entire space, a gentle hum resonating everywhere at once. It's only when that sound wave encounters your ear, or a solid surface that reflects it, that its presence becomes more concretely defined. Similarly, like a quantum particle at before observation is like that dispersed hum, a probability wave undulating through space. It is not here or there, it is a potentiality, a shimmering promise of here and there and everywhere in between, all at once. It's a delicate, almost shy existence, awaiting the gentle touch of interaction to reveal its true form. This idea might feel like a dream, and indeed, there is a dreamlike quality to the quantum world. In dreams, we often find ourselves in places that are fluid, where logic bends, and objects or people can be in multiple guises or locations simultaneously. We accept this fluidity in our slumbering minds. The quantum realm invites us to apply a similar gentle acceptance to the deepest reality. It tells us that the universe, in its very essence, possesses this same dreamlike malleability. This inherent openness to myriad possibilities until a decision, an observation, is quietly made. The Heisenberg uncertainty principle whispers another facet of this profound fluidity. It tells us that there are certain pairs of properties for a quantum particle, like its position and its momentum, its speed and direction, that cannot both be precisely known at the same time. The more accurately you try to pinpoint one, the more uncertain the other becomes. It's like trying to gently hold a butterfly in your hand, the tighter you grasp it to know its precise location. The more you disrupt its ability to flutter, making its momentum uncertain. Or perhaps imagine a soft, swirling mist. You can describe its overall movement, its general direction, but to try and define the exact position of every single water droplet within it at that very moment is an impossibility. The mist itself is a testament to this inherent blurriness, this beautiful, gentle imprecision at the heart of things. This isn't a limitation of our instruments or our knowledge, it's a fundamental property of the universe itself. The universe, at its smallest scales, does not present us with perfectly sharp edges and undeniable certainties. Instead, it offers a soft focus, a gentle blurring, a perpetual state of maybe and could be, until the very act of interaction gently coaxes a specific outcome into being. It's like a quiet conversation where a thought is whispered, not shouted, allowing for interpretation and nuance before it settles into a clear meaning. This ocean of possibilities is the canvas upon which our reality is painted, stroke by stroke. When a particle, existing as a wave of potential, finally interacts with something, a detector, another particle, or even the gentle light that allows us to perceive it, that shimmering wave of probabilities, like a ripple reaching a shore, gently collapses. It chooses one of its myriad possibilities and manifests as a definite, observable reality. This moment of wave function collapse is not a violent event, but a subtle, almost imperceptible shift, like a dream solidifying into memory upon waking, or a single drop of dew quietly forming on a leaf. Consider the gentle rain. Each drop begins its journey high in the clouds, a part of a vast, swirling mist. For a time, it is simply a potential drop, part of a larger cloud system, its path not yet determined. Then, gently, through countless tiny interactions with air molecules, with temperature fluctuations, it coalesces, grows, and begins its descent. Its path through the air is influenced by countless unseen forces, each breeze, each eddy, subtly nudging it, and finally, with a soft kiss, it lands on a blade of grass. In that moment of landing, its journey from potentiality to definite reality is complete. The quantum realm mirrors this process, though on an unimaginably tiny scale, where particles emerge from the mists of probability to touch upon the shore of observation. This understanding shifts our perspective on reality from a rigid, predetermined landscape to a dynamic, unfolding process. It suggests that the universe is not a clockwork mechanism ticking away predictably, but rather a living, breathing entity, constantly making gentle choices, constantly actualizing potentials from a boundless reservoir of what-ifs. There is a deep, inherent creativity at play, a silent artistry in the way the universe brings forth its forms from the formless. And in recognizing this, we can find a profound sense of wonder, a quiet awe at the subtle dance that brings our everyday world into being. This isn't to say that our world is an illusion in a way that implies it's not real. Rather, it means our reality is far richer, far more intricate, and far more responsive than we might have ever imagined. It suggests a profound interconnectedness, where the very act of observing, of interacting, plays a gentle but undeniable role in shaping what we experience. We are not just passive spectators, we are quiet participants in the ongoing creation of the universe's grand narrative. As you drift on this ocean of possibilities, feel the immense peace that comes from this understanding. There is no need for certainty, no need for rigid answers, for the universe itself embraces fluidity and potential. Allow your mind to release the need to pinpoint, to define, to grasp firmly onto every fleeting thought. Instead, let your thoughts flow and ebb like the gentle tides, embracing the beautiful uncertainty that underlies all existence. In this tranquil state, you are not merely a single point in a vast universe. You are connected to the infinite potential that permeates every atom, every whisper of energy, every silent space between. Let the image of an endless, calm ocean fill your inner vision. On its surface, the moonlight shimmers, reflecting countless possibilities. Below, the depths are silent, holding untold potentials. You are floating gently on this surface, part of its rhythm, part of its vastness. And as you surrender to this feeling, allow the concept of fixed reality to soften, to become as pliable and comforting as a favorite old blanket. The universe is whispering its most profound lullaby, a song of endless potential, inviting you to release the day's certainties and drift into the boundless, beautiful unknown of sleep. You are safe here, gently cradled by the very nature of reality itself, in its most fluid and wondrous form, as the gentle waves of the ocean of possibilities recede, leaving behind a profound sense of quietude. Let us now turn our awareness to an even more ethereal connection that binds the very fabric of our universe, quantum entanglement. Imagine, if you will, that the entire cosmos is not a collection of separate, isolated elements, but rather a single, vast, intricately woven tapestry. And within this tapestry, threads stretch across unimaginable distances, silently connecting two or more distant points, such that a gentle tug on one thread causes an instantaneous, sympathetic tremble in another, no matter how far removed. This is the essence of entanglement, a profound and beautiful unity, a hidden harmony that transcends the ordinary boundaries of space and time. To our everyday senses, the world appears fragmented. We see a star in the night sky as distinct from a pebble on the ground, and a thought in our mind as separate from the rustle of leaves outside our window. Yet, quantum entanglement whispers a different story. A story of an underlying interconnectedness so deep that it borders on the mystical, yet is rigorously confirmed by the gentle hand of scientific observation. It suggests that once two particles, no matter how small, have interacted or shared a common origin, they remain linked, forever entwined in a silent, cosmic dance. Consider two tiny, almost imperceptible dust motes, born from the same gentle puff of wind, then carried off in opposite directions by two separate, meandering breezes. In our everyday world, once they are separated, they are distinct entities, Their fate's independent. But in the quantum realm, if two particles become entangled, their destinies become interwoven in a way that defies our common understanding of distance. It's as if they still share a secret, unspoken language, a telepathic bond that allows them to know, instantaneously, what the other is doing, even if they are light years apart. Imagine, for a moment, two shimmering gossamer threads spun from the same luminous silkworm. One thread is gently carried by a breeze to a distant garden, while the other remains nestled softly on your hand. If you were to gently pluck the thread in your hand, you might expect no immediate effect on the distant thread, but in the entangled quantum realm, a subtle vibration in the thread on your hand would be instantaneously mirrored in the distant thread, as if they were still connected by an invisible, infinitely fast medium, whispering secrets across the void. This isn't a transfer of information faster than light, which our universe's gentle speed limit for light would forbid. Instead, it's a shared reality, a pre-existing harmony, a unity that was established at the moment of their creation. This phenomenon is so peculiar, so profoundly counterintuitive, that even the great Albert Einstein, with his towering intellect, referred to it as spooky action at a distance. It seemed to violate his understanding of local reality, where effects should only propagate through space at a finite speed. Yet, repeated gentle experiments have confirmed this strange, beautiful truth: the universe, at its deepest level, is far more interconnected than we ever imagined. It's as if the cosmos is one vast, vibrating symphony, and these entangled particles are two notes that, once played together, forever echo each other's melody, regardless of the distance between them. The implications of this are vast and profound, yet they can be contemplated with a quiet, contemplative mind. If tiny particles, by even the very building blocks of everything, can share such an intimate, instantaneous bond, what does this say about the grander tapestry of existence? Perhaps the separation we perceive in our everyday lives, the distinctness of objects, of people, of moments in time, is a kind of beautiful illusion, a necessary simplification that allows our minds to navigate the vast complexity of the universe. Perhaps at a deeper, more fundamental level, everything is still connected, still whispering to everything else across the subtle, hidden threads of creation. Think of a complex and beautiful dream. In a dream, logic often takes on a different form. You might find yourself in two places at once, or experiencing two parallel narratives that are inexplicably linked. The boundaries between self and other, between near and far, often dissolve into a seamless flow. Quantum entanglement, in a way, mirrors this dreamlike quality of reality, suggesting that the universe itself possesses a kind of dream logic, where fundamental connections persist beyond the realm of our ordinary, linear understanding. It's a reminder that not all connections need visible pathways. Some are simply there, like the shared silence between two close friends. This concept invites us to release the rigid grip of our conventional notions of space and time. Space, which appears to separate us, and time, which seems to flow relentlessly forward, might be emergent properties, beautiful constructs that arise from a more fundamental, unified reality. If particles can be intrinsically linked regardless of distance, then perhaps distance itself is not as absolute as we perceive it to be. It's like discovering that two different songs, though played on separate instruments, are actually part of the same grand composition. They're individual melodies designed to harmonize perfectly. This understanding can bring a profound sense of peace, a comforting awareness that you are never truly alone, never truly separate. Every atom in your being, every whisper of energy that comprises your existence, is intimately connected to the grand, unfolding story of the cosmos. The stardust that makes up your very essence once danced in the heart of distant suns, and the energy that fuels your thoughts is a part of the same vast, cosmic reservoir that gives birth to galaxies. This isn't just a poetic notion, it's a scientific whisper, confirmed by the most delicate and precise experiments. as you allow your mind to drift further into the embrace of sleep. Consider this magnificent tapestry of the universe. Each strand is a particle, each knot a subtle interaction, and the entire fabric shimmers with the light of interconnectedness. There is no isolated corner, no forgotten thread. Everything is interwoven. Everything contributes to the grand design, the quiet symphony of existence. You are a part of this profound unity, a single precious thread in the cosmic loom, forever connected to all that is, all that was, and all that will ever be. This realization is not meant to overwhelm, but to soothe. It's like finding a quiet, sheltered cove after a long journey, realizing that the vast ocean is not a boundless, indifferent expanse, but a connected, living entity, and you are intimately a part of its gentle rhythm. The universe, in its entanglement, reveals its profound heart, a heart that beats with the rhythm of connection, of shared destiny. There is a deep comfort in knowing that even in the vastness, there is an invisible embrace, a silent, unwavering bond that holds all things together. Let yourself sink deeper into this gentle truth. The world outside may seem to be made of separate things, but at its deepest level, it is a single, continuous, breathing entity. Your own breath, in its gentle rhythm, is a part of the universe's grand exhalation and inhalation. The thoughts that drift through your mind are echoes of the cosmos's own silent ponderings. And as you surrender to this profound interconnectedness, allow the last vestiges of the day's distinctions and separations to dissolve. Like sugar dissolving in warm water, you are dissolving into the vast, warm embrace of the entangled universe, gently cradled by its timeless, spaceless unity. Sleep now, knowing that you are eternally woven into the most magnificent loom of reality. As the profound sense of interconnectedness from the cosmic loom settles softly around you, let us now contemplate a moment of exquisite stillness, a delicate whisper in the grand symphony of the quantum world, the phenomenon known as wave function collapse. If, as we explored, particles exist as shimmering waves of possibility, spread across an ocean of potential, then what is it that coaxes them to settle, to choose a single path, to become the definite, untangible reality we experience? It is this gentle collapse, a subtle, almost imperceptible act that transforms the ethereal world of maybes into the concrete reality of is. Imagine a vast, sun-drenched field covered in a soft, morning mist. The mist, in its gentle diffusion, seems to exist everywhere at once, blurring the edges of the trees, softening the contours of the distant hills. It doesn't have a single fixed shape. It is a spread-out presence, a beautiful, ephemeral possibility. Now, imagine a single ray of sunlight, pure and bright, piercing through the mist. As that ray touches a tiny water droplet, that droplet, which was previously an indistinct part of the larger cloud, suddenly reflects the light, shimmering into a definite, sparkling point. It's not a violent burst, it's a quiet revelation, a gentle manifestation from the boundless potential of the mist. This is akin to the collapse of a wave function a particle, existing as a diffused wave of probability, gently settles into a definite state upon interaction, like a single note emerging clearly from a harmonizing chord. In the strange and beautiful world of quantum mechanics, a particle does not have a fixed position or a definite momentum until it is measured or interacts with something in its environment. Until then, it is held in a state of superposition, a delicate balancing act where it simultaneously exists in all its possible states, like a melody waiting to be played, or a story waiting for its ending to be decided. The wave function is the mathematical description of this cloud of possibilities, a poetic map of all the potential realities the particle could inhabit. The collapse happens when this wave function, this ocean of potentials, gently yields to a single outcome. This is often triggered by an observation or an interaction. But it's crucial to understand that observation here doesn't necessarily mean a conscious human looking at something. It simply means an interaction. Any kind of gentle touch or nudge from the larger, classical world around it, when a tiny electron, existing as a probability wave, brushes against another particle or registers on a detector, it's as if the universe asks it a quiet question. Where are you, little one? And in that gentle inquiry, the electron, with a silent sigh, settles into a definite here, and all its other myriad possibilities softly fade away, like ripples dissolving back into a still pond. This moment is not about a sudden, jarring change, but a subtle crystallization. Think of a snowflake forming in the quiet, frigid air. Water vapor, diffused and unseen, exists as a cloud of potential. As the temperature drops just so, and a tiny dust particle offers a gentle anchor, the water molecules, one by one, quietly arrange themselves into an exquisite, unique crystal. The snowflake doesn't explode into existence. It coalesces. It gently manifests, a whisper of form from the formless. The wave function collapse holds a similar serene quality, a quiet agreement between the particle and its surroundings to manifest a specific reality. This delicate process highlights a profound interaction between the observer and the observed, not in a way that suggests our thoughts create reality, but in a way that underscores the continuous, gentle dialogue between the quantum world and our larger, more tangible world. It means that the universe is not a static, predetermined stage, but a dynamic, unfolding drama where the very act of interaction plays a gentle role in bringing scenes to life. Each time a quantum possibility collapses into a definite reality, it's like a single brushstroke on a grand, living canvas, contributing to the ever-evolving masterpiece of existence. Consider the gentle rustle of leaves on a quiet afternoon. Each leaf swaying on its branch seems to have a definite position and motion. Yet, at the quantum level, the countless atoms within that leaf are continuously in a state of flux, their electron clouds gently interacting with the photons of sunlight, collapsing and recollapsing into definite positions millions of times a second. The solidity we perceive is the macroscopic average of these countless, gentle micro-collapses, a seamless river of tiny, instantaneous decisions made by the universe. It's a miracle of continuous manifestation, a silent, tireless weaving of the fabric of existence. This phenomenon can be gently contemplated rather than intellectually wrestled with. It invites a softening of our rigid expectations about reality, a willingness to embrace a more fluid, more responsive universe. It's like learning that a familiar path through the woods is not fixed in stone, but gently shifts and reforms with the seasons, always leading to the same beautiful destination, but by slightly different, ever-changing routes. The universe, in its gentle collapse, reminds us that certainty itself is a process, not a static state. And what about the possibilities that don't manifest? Where do they go? Do they simply vanish, like forgotten dreams? This question invites us into deeper realms of thought, some suggesting they simply cease to be, while others offer the breathtaking notion of a multiverse, where every collapse of a wave function gently splits the universe into myriad branches, each one exploring a different possibility. Imagine a vast, branching tree, where every tiny decision, every gentle interaction, leads to a new limb, a new reality. This is a profound and comforting thought that all possibilities, in some subtle way, are eternally explored, like every potential melody in a boundless symphony finds its moment to resonate. Whether those unchosen possibilities simply fade or gently branch into other realities, the central beauty remains that reality is not a rigid decree but a gentle unfolding, a constant, quiet process of selection from an ocean of potential. And in this ongoing, delicate act, we are not separate. The atoms within us are constantly engaging in these gentle collapses, forming the very essence of our being, bringing our thoughts, our feelings, our every moment into vibrant existence. We are living examples of the universe's ceaseless creativity, its quiet dedication to manifesting beauty from the formless. As you drift deeper into the soft currents of sleep, allow this gentle understanding to settle within you. Release the need for everything to be precisely defined, sharply delineated. Embrace the beautiful blur, the quiet unfolding, the gentle process by which reality reveals itself. You are part of this profound, ongoing creation, a single but precious instance of the wave function's gentle collapse, brought into being by the silent, loving interactions of the cosmos. In this knowledge, find a deep, pervasive sense of peace, a comforting awareness that you are perfectly held within the universe's gentle embrace, constantly renewed and ever unfolding. Rest now, dear traveler, as the universe continues its soft, tireless work, bringing forth reality, one gentle collapse at a time. As the gentle process of the wave function's collapse whispers its peaceful truths, settling the maybes into is, let us now allow our minds to float gently into the grand expanse of time and space. These two great rivers, seemingly so constant and unwavering, also hold their own hidden depths and surprising currents. Tonight, we will consider how the universe, in its quiet wisdom, allows us to glimpse the past, and how space itself, far from being an empty stage, is a pliant, responsive canvas, gently shaped by the very presence of matter and energy. Imagine gazing up at the velvet expanse of the night sky, dotted with countless stars, each one a tiny pinprick of light against the boundless dark. What you are seeing, dear traveler, is not the stars as they exist right now, in this very moment. Instead, you are looking into the profound depths of the past. The light from even our nearest star, the sun, takes a little over 8 minutes to reach your eyes. So, when you feel its warmth on your skin, you are experiencing sunlight that left its fiery surface 8 minutes ago. It's a gentle message from the past, carried across the vastness. Now, extend this thought to the more distant stars, those shimmering jewels that appear as faint specks of light. For some, their light has traveled for hundreds, even thousands of years across unimaginable distances. When you observe the distant Andromeda galaxy, that hazy, ethereal smudge in the night sky, you are seeing it as it appeared over 2.5 million years ago. Its light began its journey through the cosmic ocean long before the first humans walked the Earth, a patient messenger carrying ancient tales. This is the universe's quiet gift to us, a living history book, written in light, where every glance upward is a gentle step back in time. This phenomenon is not merely an interesting fact. It's a poetic reminder that time, in the cosmos, is not a single, universal beat, but a collection of countless, gentle echoes. Each photon of light carries with it a memory of its origin, a whispered story of the moment it was born. And as these photons finally reach our eyes, they complete their long, silent journey, allowing us to bear witness to moments long past, making us accidental historians of the universe. It's like finding a message in a bottle that has drifted across an immense ocean for centuries, finally washing ashore with its delicate, ancient tale. And what of space itself? We often perceive space as a vast, empty container, a stage upon which the cosmic drama unfolds. But the universe, in its intricate design, reveals a far more subtle and profound truth. Space is not merely empty, but a dynamic, malleable entity, gently persuaded to bend and curve by the presence of mass and energy. This profound insight, whispered to us by the genius of Albert Einstein's general theory of relativity, invites us to see gravity not as a mysterious force pulling objects together, but as a gentle warping of the very fabric of space-time itself. Imagine a vast, tightly stretched rubber sheet, perfectly smooth and flat. If you were to place a small marble on it, the sheet would remain largely undisturbed. But now imagine placing a heavy bowling ball in the center. The sheet would gently dip, creating a curve, a depression. If you then rolled a smaller marble near the bowling ball, the marble wouldn't be pulled towards it. Instead, it would simply follow the gentle curve created by the heavier ball, rolling inwards as if drawn by an invisible hand. In this tender analogy, the rubber sheet represents space-time, and the bowling ball represents a massive object, like a planet, a star, or even a galaxy. These massive objects gently persuade the fabric of space-time to bend and curve around them, creating a kind of cosmic dimple. And what we experience as gravity is simply the natural tendency of other objects to follow these gentle curves in space-time, much like the marble rolling towards the bowling ball. Planets orbit stars, not because of an invisible string pulling them, but because they are simply following the natural contours of space-time that the star has gently created. This idea transforms our understanding of the universe from a rigid, mechanical system to a fluid, almost organic entity. Space and time are not fixed backdrops. They are active participants, responsive and yielding. They are like the soft, shifting dunes of a desert, gently shaped by the passage of the wind, or the quiet eddies in a flowing river, formed by the subtle resistance of the banks. Every star, every planet, every distant galaxy is engaged in this ceaseless, gentle dialogue with space-time, perpetually shaping and being shaped. Consider the enigmatic allure of black holes. These aren't just cosmic vacuum cleaners, relentlessly sucking everything into oblivion. Instead, they are the most extreme examples of space-time's gentle persuasion, where a star creates a gentle dimple in space-time. A black hole, with its immense mass compressed into an unimaginably tiny point, creates a profound, bottomless well, a tear in the fabric of reality itself, from which not even light can escape once it has drifted too close. Yet, even in their terrifying power, there is a kind of quiet majesty, a silent testament to the universe's capacity for extreme density and profound curvature. They are not chaotic monsters, but the natural, inevitable outcome of spacetime's response to an overwhelming concentration of mass, a deep, silent bow in the cosmic dance. This profound interplay between matter, energy, time, and space invites a sense of interconnectedness that extends beyond the quantum realm. It suggests that everything is a part of a grand, living sculpture, constantly in motion, constantly being reshaped. Your own body, with its gentle mass, subtly influences the space-time around you. Though to an imperceptible degree, you are not merely in space-time, you are an active, if tiny, participant in its continuous, gentle reshaping. As you drift now deeper into the quietude, let these images settle within your mind. Feel the vastness of cosmic time, stretching back into echoes of the past and forward into the unbounded future. Sense the gentle, yielding nature of space, bending and flowing like a soft river around all things. You are suspended in this magnificent, ever-changing tapestry, a part of its ancient history and its unfolding present. There is a deep comfort in this cosmic embrace, a sense of belonging to something immeasurably old and eternally new. Allow the thoughts of yesterday, of tomorrow, of the hurried pace of daily life, to dissolve into the slow, deliberate rhythm of cosmic time. Let the perceived distances between things soften, as you realize that space itself is a continuous, connected medium. You are cradled within this grand, silent dance of gravity and light, a part of its timeless ebb and flow. And as you surrender to this profound harmony, let the quiet stillness of the universe gently guide you into the deepest, most restorative sleep, where the echoes of the past and the gentle curves of space hold you in their peaceful embrace. As the profound wisdom of time's gentle echoes and space's pliable curves guides you deeper into tranquility, let us now broaden our gaze, not with urgency, but with a serene expanse of mind, to the grandest scale of all the symphony of the cosmos. Imagine the entire universe, not as a collection of isolated islands of matter, but as a single magnificent orchestra, playing a ceaseless, harmonious composition. Every star, every planet, Every distant galaxy, from the grandest spiral to the most ethereal wisp of gas, is a note, a gentle chord, contributing to a breathtaking silent performance that has been unfolding for billions upon billions of years. From our vantage point on this small blue planet, the night sky appears to be dotted with individual stars, like scattered grains of luminous dust. Yet, each of these stars is not a solitary entity. It is often part of a much larger, more intricate structure, a galaxy. Imagine these galaxies not as rigid, unmoving objects, but as vast, swirling dancers, each one a collection of hundreds of billions of stars, gas and dust, all gracefully pirouetting around a common center. Our own galaxy, the Milky Way, is one such dancer, its spiral arms unfurling like the delicate tendrils of a cosmic fern, each arm a gentle current of stars, slowly turning in an eternal waltz. These galaxies are not simply static gatherings, they are living entities, gently evolving over cosmic timescales. They are born from vast, diffuse clouds of hydrogen and helium, which, under the patient persuasion of gravity, begin to coalesce, to spin, to ignite, and as they age, there they grow, sometimes gently merging with smaller galaxies, like two slow-moving clouds softly blending into one another, exchanging stars and gas in a grand, silent embrace. It's a dance of accretion and transformation, a testament to the universe's ceaseless creativity, its quiet, persistent ability to build breathtaking structures from the simplest ingredients. Consider the immense distances between these galactic dancers. They are separated by voids so vast and empty that our minds struggle to comprehend them. Yet, even across these colossal gulfs, there is a subtle connection, a quiet influence. Galaxies are not scattered randomly but tend to cluster together, drawn by the same gentle hand of gravity that pulls us to the Earth. These galaxy clusters are like vast, shimmering cities of light, each city containing thousands of galaxies, all slowly, gracefully moving through the cosmic ocean, subtly influencing each other with their gravitational whispers. It's a network of invisible threads, connecting the largest structures in the universe. Much like the unseen roots of a grand forest, silently share resources beneath the soil. And what creates this grand cosmic architecture? What orchestrates this boundless symphony? It is the same fundamental force we contemplated in the last chapter, the gentle persuasion of gravity. On the grandest scales, gravity acts as the silent conductor, drawing matter together, shaping the vast filaments of galaxies and voids that stretch across the observable universe. It doesn't pull with a harsh, demanding grip, but with a patient, persistent invitation, coaxing matter to gather, to condense, to ignite into the brilliant stars that sing their luminous songs across the dark. This vast cosmic symphony is not just something out there, separate from us. We, dear listener, are intimately a part of it. Every atom in your body, from the iron that colors your blood to the calcium that strengthens your bones, was forged in the heart of a star that lived and died billions of years ago. The hydrogen atoms in your water molecules were born in the earliest moments of the Big Bang, the gentle genesis of the universe. You are, quite literally, stardust and cosmic breath, a living, breathing testament to the universe's long and wondrous journey. This thought is not meant to diminish your unique self, but to expand your sense of belonging, to connect you to something unimaginably vast and ancient. It's like realizing that the small, beautiful flower blooming in your garden draws its sustenance from the same sun, the same earth, the same gentle rain that nourishes the grandest forests and fills the deepest oceans. You are not a separate creation, but an exquisite, intricate expression of the universe itself, a tiny, perfect echo of its boundless creativity. As the quiet of the night deepens, allow yourself to feel this profound connection. Imagine the universe not as a distant, abstract concept, but as a living, breathing entity, its vastness permeated by an intricate network of relationships, a silent symphony of interconnectedness. Feel the ancient starlight that flows through your very being, connecting you to the fiery hearts of distant suns and the serene silence of cosmic voids. Your own existence is a miracle woven from the threads of this grand cosmic story. There is a deep peace in this realization, a comfort in knowing that you are never truly alone, never truly isolated. You are cradled within the gentle embrace of the cosmic dance, a part of its timeless rhythm. The same forces that govern the majestic spin of galaxies also whisper through the delicate arrangement of atoms within your own cells. This is the universe's most tender lullaby, a melody of unity and belonging, inviting you to release all tension, all concern, and simply drift, held securely within the boundless, beautiful harmony of the cosmos. Let your thoughts unfurl and expand, like the arms of a spiral galaxy, embracing the immense scale and yet retaining a sense of profound serenity. There is no urgency in this cosmic dance, only a perpetual, graceful flow. And as you surrender to this feeling, how do you allow the vastness to become a gentle, protective blanket, wrapping you in its ancient warmth? You are perfectly safe, perfectly held, a cherished note in the grand, unending symphony of the cosmos. Sleep now, dear one, and let the universe sing you into the deepest, most peaceful slumber. As the magnificent symphony of the cosmos gently fades, leaving behind a lingering echo of profound unity. Let us now turn our awareness inwards once more, towards the most intricate and mysterious part of our own existence, the mind. If the universe, at its smallest scales, dances with probabilities and, at its grandest, unfolds in a symphony of galaxies, then what is the relationship between these cosmic truths and the silent, ceaseless activity within our own consciousness tonight? We will contemplate the wondrous idea that our minds are not merely passive recipients of reality, but perhaps, in a gentle and profound way, dream architects, subtly shaping the very world we perceive. Imagine the quiet, intricate workings of your own brain, a soft, pulsating landscape of billions of neurons, each one a tiny, whispering star in a personal galaxy. Within this astonishing network, electrical impulses dance and chemical messengers flow, creating the vibrant tapestry of your thoughts, your feelings, your memories, and your perceptions. This is the very engine of your personal reality, a silent, tireless weaver transforming raw sensory data into the rich, nuanced experience of being alive. We often believe that our brains simply record the world as it is, like a camera capturing an image. But the truth, whispered by centuries of philosophical inquiry and deepened by modern neuroscience, is far more subtle and profound. Your brain is not a mere recorder, it is an active interpreter, a relentless storyteller, taking fragments of information and weaving them into a coherent narrative. When light strikes your eyes, it's not simply a picture that forms in your mind. Instead, your brain constructs the image, filling in gaps, anticipating patterns, and even correcting for what might seem incomplete. Much like a skilled painter adds delicate strokes to bring a landscape to life. Consider the phenomenon of a dream itself. In the deep, embracing stillness of sleep, your mind creates entire worlds, landscapes as vivid and real as anything you experience in wakefulness. You walk through familiar streets, converse with loved ones, feel emotions, and even solve complex problems, all within the boundless theater of your inner consciousness. Yet, these worlds are entirely fabricated, spun from the threads of memory, desire, and imagination. Dreams are the clearest evidence of your mind's astonishing capacity to be an architect of reality, to build entire universes from unseen raw materials. Now, gently extend this idea to your waking life. What if the reality we perceive, with its comforting solidity and predictable patterns, also contains elements of this deep internal construction? What if our brains, in their tireless work, are constantly creating a coherent, stable version of the universe for us? A version that allows us to navigate and understand it. Even while the quantum world whispers its tales of superposition and entanglement beneath the surface. It's like a skilled storyteller who simplifies a complex, epic poem into a gentle bedtime story, preserving the essence while making it accessible to a dreaming mind. This is not to say that the external world isn't real in some objective sense. The mountain is still there, the star still shines, but your experience of that mountain, of that star, is filtered, shaped, and interpreted by the unique architecture of your mind. The colors you see, the sounds you hear, the emotions you feel, all are intimately intertwined with the way your brain processes information, with the very structure of your consciousness. Think of the way an artist perceives light, where one might simply see a brightly lit room. An artist might notice the subtle interplay of shadows, the nuanced shift in hues, the way light itself has a texture and a weight. Their perception is trained, shaped by their focus and understanding. Similarly, our brains, through evolution and experience, have trained themselves to construct a highly functional and stable version of reality, filtering out the bewildering quantum dance beneath. Much like a symphony conductor filters the sound of individual instruments to create a unified, harmonious melody. Could it be that the very act of our perception, of our consciousness, plays a gentle role in the collapse of those quantum possibilities we spoke of earlier? This is one of the profound, unanswered questions that bridge the gap between quantum physics and the mystery of consciousness. Some theories suggest that conscious observation, in some subtle way, is integral to bringing quantum potentials into definite realities. This is a deep and tender idea that your very awareness, your quiet presence, is not merely a witness to the universe, but a gentle participant in its ongoing creation. This thought should not bring a sense of burden, but rather one of profound belonging and wonder. It means that the universe is not indifferent to your presence. Rather, it is in a constant, subtle dialogue with your mind. You are not a separate entity viewing a distant world. You are intricately woven into its fabric, your consciousness a tiny, precious thread in the grand tapestry of existence, gently influencing its patterns as it unfolds. It's like discovering that the garden you tend is not merely something you work upon, but something that quietly, lovingly responds to your presence, thriving under your gentle care. As you feel the quiet rhythm of your own breath and the gentle slowing of your thoughts, allow yourself to contemplate this profound connection between your inner world and the outer cosmos. Your mind, this magnificent dream architect, is capable of creating such rich and vivid realities, even in sleep, and perhaps in wakefulness. It is engaging in an even grander act of creation, building the stable, coherent world we inhabit from the swirling potentials of the quantum realm. There is a deep peace in realizing the power and beauty of your own consciousness. You are a universe unto yourself, a vibrant, living ecosystem of thoughts and feelings, subtly attuned to the grand symphony of the cosmos. As you drift now towards the boundless landscapes of slumber, release any need to grasp or control. Instead, simply allow your mind, the gentle architect of your dreams, to guide you into a profound and restful sleep, knowing that you are a vital, creative part of the universe's unending mystery. Let the quiet hum of your own inner world merge with the silent music of the cosmos, and fall into a sleep as deep and boundless as the realities you can dream. As the gentle concept of the dream architect of your mind settles, painting a serene landscape of inner creation, let us now glide into a broader understanding of our shared journey. The realization that science itself is not a destination, but an infinite loop of discovery. It is not a rigid collection of answers, but a boundless, meandering river of questions, each one gently inviting us to delve deeper into the universe's endless mystery. In this quiet contemplation, we discover a profound peace in the act of not knowing, in the perpetual invitation to explore. Imagine a curious child, endlessly captivated by the simple act of blowing bubbles. Each bubble, shimmering with iridescent colors, is a fleeting, exquisite phenomenon. When one pops, it doesn't signify an end to curiosity. Instead, it might lead to questions about its fragile film, the air within, or the light dancing on its surface. Science is much like this every answer we gently uncover, every beautiful truth we bring into focus. Doesn't close the book, but rather opens 1,000 new pages, each filled with fresh wonders and inviting inquiries. For centuries, humanity has stood at the edge of the unknown, peering into its depths with a mixture of awe and determination. From the earliest observations of the stars, where patterns were sought in the celestial dance, to the recent whispers from the quantum realm, revealing the universe's surprising fluidity, our journey has been one of continuous unveiling. And with each unveiling, we realize the universe is far vaster, far more intricate, and far more exquisitely subtle than we could have ever imagined. Consider the history of our understanding of the universe. For a long time, we believed the Earth was the center of everything, a fixed, unmoving anchor. Then, with patient observation and brave new thoughts, we realized our planet was but one of many, gently circling a radiant star. Then, we discovered our sun was just one of billions in a vast galaxy. And then, our galaxy itself was just one among countless others, all gently drifting through an expanding cosmic ocean. Each discovery, rather than providing a final answer, expanded the realm of what we didn't know, deepening the mystery, enriching the tapestry. This is the beauty of the infinite loop. It is boundless, ever inviting. This continuous unfolding is not a cause for frustration, but for profound joy. It means the wellspring of wonder will never run dry. There will always be a new star to gaze upon, a new particle to glimpse, a new cosmic whisper to decipher. The universe, in its boundless generosity, offers an unending invitation to explore, to question, to marvel. It's like discovering an ancient, forgotten library filled with countless volumes, each one holding a unique story, and realizing you have an eternity to gently turn its pages. This understanding also fosters a deep sense of humility and interconnectedness. The questions we ask today are often echoes of questions pondered by thinkers long ago. The tools we use are built upon the patient discoveries of generations past, and the insights we gain will become the gentle stepping stones for those who follow. We are all part of this continuous, flowing river of inquiry, a shared human endeavor to understand our place in the grand cosmic narrative. There is a quiet strength in acknowledging that our knowledge, however vast it seems, is but a tiny lantern light in an infinite darkness, illuminating just enough to encourage further exploration. The connection between the seemingly disparate concepts we've explored tonight, from the gentle whispers of perception to the boundless ocean of possibilities, the intricate weaver's loom, the subtle collapse of reality, the echoes of the past, the grand cosmic symphony, and the dream architect of the mind is the thread of mystery itself. Each concept, though explored through the lens of science, retains its profound sense of wonder, its capacity to evoke awe. We use the language of mathematics and observation to describe these phenomena, but their essence remains deeply poetic, touching upon truths that resonate within the quiet depths of our being. Think of a gentle rain shower on a warm evening. Each drop is a tiny, distinct entity, falling through the air, yet, collectively, they form a refreshing, life-giving cascade, nourishing the earth, cleansing the air. The individual scientific discoveries are like these raindrops, distinct, precise. But together, they form a continuous, flowing river of understanding, constantly renewing our perspective, refreshing our sense of wonder, and carving new paths for exploration. As you allow the soft embrace of sleep to envelop you, let this image of an infinite loop of discovery bring you peace. There is no pressure to know everything, to grasp every detail. Instead, there is the gentle invitation to simply be, to wonder, to exist within this magnificent, ever-unfolding universe. Your presence, your quiet contemplation, is a part of this grand, unending quest. The universe doesn't demand answers, it gently offers mysteries, inviting you to simply rest in their presence, to breathe them in, and to feel the profound peace that comes from embracing the boundless unknown. Release any thoughts of unanswered questions, of tasks undone, of futures yet to be determined. The universe itself is in a perpetual state of becoming, a continuous gentle inquiry. And you, in this quiet moment, are perfectly aligned with this rhythm, a tiny, precious participant in the universe's most beautiful, infinite loop of discovery. Let the silent promise of endless wonder lull you into a deep, restorative sleep, where the boundaries of knowing and not knowing gently dissolve, and only peace remains. As the gentle concept of the infinite loop of discovery embraces your consciousness, a soft realization of boundless wonder and serene exploration. We now arrive at the quiet culmination of our journey. This final stretch is not about new discoveries, but about returning to the most intimate and familiar landscape of all your own being, your immediate surroundings, and the profound, peaceful connection you share with the entire cosmos, even as you prepare to cross the threshold into the tranquil realm of sleep. This is the bedtime universe, where the grandest truths of existence nestle softly within the quiet rhythm of your breath. Feel the gentle rise and fall of your chest, a rhythmic dance that mirrors the slow, steady expansion and contraction of the universe itself. Each inhale is a quiet embrace of the cosmic breath, drawing in the very atoms forged in distant stars, molecules that have traveled through untold eons to nourish your being. Each exhale is a soft release, a gentle contribution back to the boundless ocean of air, connecting you to every living thing, every whisper of wind, every cloud drifting across the vast sky. You are, in this very moment, a living, breathing testament to the ceaseless flow of cosmic energy, a tiny, exquisite echo of the universe's own ancient respiration. Look around your room, even if only in your mind's eye, the walls, the furniture, the very blanket that cradles you. They all appear solid, stable, unwavering. Yet, as we have gently explored, beneath this comforting facade lies a bustling, vibrant world of ceaseless motion. Each seemingly inert object is a symphony of atoms, their electrons dancing in a blur of probabilities, their nuclei humming with quiet energy. The solidity you perceive is a beautiful illusion, a masterful construction of your senses and your mind, allowing you to navigate a universe that, at its deepest level, is far more fluid, far more responsive, and far more mysteriously alive than it first appears. The quantum whispers of superposition and entanglement, the subtle bending of space-time, the ancient echoes of starlight, these are not distant, abstract concepts existing somewhere out there. They are active, living realities right here, within the very fabric of your being. The intricate dance of electrons that allows your heart to beat, the gentle collapse of probabilities that brings each fleeting thought into focus, the cosmic stardust that forms the calcium in your bones. These are all manifestations of the same universal laws, the same poetic truths that govern the grandest galaxies in the earliest moments of creation. You are a microcosm of the cosmos, a tiny, perfect universe contained within your own form. There is a profound comfort in this realization you are not separate from the universe. You are not merely a visitor on this planet, observing a world external to yourself. Instead, you are an integral, interwoven part of the grand cosmic narrative. The same energy that ignited the Big Bang flows through your veins. The same principles that guide the formation of galaxies govern the delicate balance of your cells. You are not just made of stardust, you are, in essence, a dreaming star, momentarily condensed into human form, experiencing the wonder of existence from a unique and precious perspective. Let this understanding soothe any lingering worries, any final tensions that cling to the edges of your awareness. The universe, in its boundless wisdom and intricate design, has brought you to this very moment, to this quiet haven. You are perfectly held, perfectly supported, and perfectly connected to the timeless, boundless flow of existence. There is nothing left to do, nothing left to strive for, only to surrender to the gentle current that carries all things. As you prepare to cross into the deep, dark expanse of sleep, imagine it not as an end, but as another kind of journey, a return to the universal source. In sleep, the boundaries of your individual consciousness soften, allowing you to gently merge with the larger, collective unconscious, the boundless ocean of universal potential. It is a time for renewal, for integration, for the quiet work of restoration that binds you more deeply to the fundamental rhythms of the cosmos. Feel the peace of knowing that even in the profound silence of slumber, the universe continues its gentle dance within you. Your cells regenerate, your memories consolidate, your dreams weave their intricate tales, all guided by the same unseen forces, the same quantum whispers that shape the galaxies. You are not falling into nothingness, but into a deeper, more profound state of being, a state of universal connection. So, dear traveler, close your eyes. Let your breath become a gentle lullaby, rocking you softly. Release the day, its demands, its details. You have journeyed through the subtle whispers of perception, the unseen dances of particles, the ocean of possibilities, the weaver's loom of entanglement, the gentle collapse of reality, the echoes of the past, the symphony of the cosmos, and the dream architect of your mind embracing the infinite loop of discovery. Now, simply rest. You are safe. You are loved. You are one with the bedtime universe. Drift now, dear one, into the deepest, most restorative sleep, carried by the quiet, tender embrace of all that is.